In this video, I'm going to share what is a center of influence and who that might be for you and your business so you can catapult yourself to success. This is a common question that I get asked all the time. Not only what is a center of influence, but how do I get a center of influence for my business? Because maybe you've been told you need to connect with more centers of influence. So what does that mean and how do you get one? I'm going to show you how. So the first definition of a center of influence I'd like to share with you is that person who is an advisor. This is someone who people go to because they're seeking their advice, and because people see this person as an expert, see this person as an advisor, this advisor has influence with the people coming to them for their knowledge and expertise. So that advisor is really that center of influence because they are seen as the expert, their advice is valued, and they have influence over a group of people who want their advice. One of the key professions I see use this terminology, center of influence, are folks in financial services. And if you ask a financial advisor, who would be a good introduction for you? Or who would be a good center of influence for you? Their most common answer is going to be a CPA. Why a CPA? Well, because a CPA knows all the numbers. They're looking at that person's wealth. They're looking at their potential tax strategies, and they're looking at ways that those numbers can do something different that's an advantage to that client. And so those clients are looking for that advice, and guess what? Those financial advisors can be part of the solution. So a lot of financial advisors, a lot of financial services folks want to have CPAs as a key person that is a center of influence who can send them business over and over and over again. Another type of center of influence is that person who is a great networker and a great connector. So this is a person who just knows everyone. Do you know that person? They just seem to know everyone, and they use that network and those connections to connect people within their network. So they get super excited. Like, it's kind of like super fun and a sport to them to connect people in their network. So they're always growing their network. They're always thinking, oh, you should meet this person and you should meet that person, and they're making connections right and left. This is a center of influence because they know tons of people and they're going to make that introduction on your behalf. What makes that person even better than just someone who's a great network and great connector is when this person is well liked and well thought of. So if this is someone that people want to be around, who respect, their connections and their network and them as a person, it's going to be a far more influential center of influence. So one of the people that has been in my network for probably about 16 or so years is a natural networker. And I once asked him, how did you learn to network? Because I had to teach myself how to network and study and read books and practice and build my skills and get mentors. But Joel just seems to be like a natural. Well, he grew up with a father who really was a center of influence type, who was a networker and a connector. So he had a great mentor in his father, and he continued to network and connect, and it's really benefited his business as an attorney. So I was having lunch with Joel the other day, and Joel's always thinking about who to connect, and he's always going places and meeting people and doing exciting things. Quite frankly, he has a very exciting life in my eyes. And he thinks about both the business aspects and the business connections he can make, as well as the personal connections he can make. So he was telling me that he's got this great person at one of the wineries that he is a member of, and actually networks with this guy outside of just knowing each other from the winery. He's like, this guy needs to find someone. I want to connect him with a romantic relationship. So we were brainstorming some folks that we know who he might be able to set that person up with. So those connectors go outside just the business and get into the personal as well, because they look at people and they see, what does that person need? What would add value to their life? What would help them live a better life and have the right people in their life? Before I share who is that best center of influence, hey, hit the subscribe button. Let's stay connected and expand our network together. Subscribe now. So you might be at the edge of your seat saying, Maile, please tell me, who is the best COI? Well, the best, COI, by the way, stands for Center of Influence. That best Center of Influence, or COI, is going to be a combination of the two I just shared with you. That person who's that business advisor or that advisor who people come to because of their knowledge and expertise and has influence with a key group of people, and who has the personality and the skill of a great networker and a great connector. So when you have both, that person who is key influential in a business that can easily refer you and your business, and they love networking and connecting people, you have the best center of influence for you in your business. So if you are already out there networking, guess what? I bet you have a center of influence or two or three in your network already. So go back through and think about those people who have that networking energy, who have maybe given you connections even without you asking, and seems to know everyone, and have that real advisory role in their business and can give great connections with influence. So look back to your network and see, who do you already know who is that great center of influence for you, and start with the people you already know to build that connection even stronger to benefit you and your business. And this can be a huge advantage for you to get ahead of your competition by having that influential person getting you in front of that prospect first. I've got a free resource for you. It's my Referrals to Riches Playbook. In this playbook, you'll find great insight that can help you develop your center of influence relationships and help them be in your inner circle and a key component of your referral marketing strategy. So click the link below and get that free resource.